Something groovy, Alex.
Hello everyone, this is Jason Robinson from Illustration by Design. I want to welcome you to my drawing live stream. This is actually the last live stream, not on YouTube, but the last live stream before I start on WhatNot tomorrow. I'm going to start selling my art on WhatNot starting tomorrow, Tuesday, February 3rd at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, if you like my art, or if you're interested in getting some cool drawings, please make sure to follow me on WhatNot. The link is in the description below, and it's also in the chat, pinned to the top. So, yeah, please follow me there and check out the auction I'm having tomorrow. I also have artwork that you can just buy it for a flat price. But yeah, just come show up, hang out for about an hour and a half with me during my debut live stream on WhatNot, and yeah, to see what we can, what type of art I can get rid of tomorrow. But in the meantime, I'm trying to create some sketch cards for tomorrow's auction. So I have, how many have I done so far? I've done about 23. I have like a pile of 50 that I wanted to get done, but I won't. But I will get around 20, 25, 26 done by tomorrow. So that should be enough, plus the other art. But, hey, Alpha Proto's here. How you doing, Alpha Proto? Good seeing you. Times are tough. All people can afford is sketch art. That's fine. I'm trying to get a few more drawings done before tomorrow. So these are the three that I'm going to be working on today. We got Magneto, Catwoman, and Iron Man. So I'm going to start sketching these up and see what I can do with these characters, and then ink them up. And then hopefully I'll have, yeah, I'll have 27 if I get these done by tomorrow. So that's good. But hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are staying warm. It's kind of chilly out, even here in sunny Florida. We actually had snow in Florida yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, Sunday morning. We had snow apparently. A little further north in the Tampa area. So yeah. We've had a good winter in Florida. It's fine. We haven't been this cold down here probably since 2011. So it's a nice change of pace from the usual 80+ degree weather in the middle of January that we usually have. So Alpha says if you give Magneto long hair, it will sell. Well, he might have long hair underneath his helmet. But I'm not drawing Magneto helmetless because that's how he's most recognizable. So I hope the Lesters are okay. I'm pretty sure Lesters live inside. They don't live outdoors like bears. So I'm sure they're fine. Especially in Florida, there's no danger of any falling trees from overburdened snow, so they're fine. Let's see, what else? I guess that's it. I'm gonna start drawing and see how much I can get done. I think I'll start with Iron Man, because I haven't drawn Iron Man in a long time, probably since I was a kid. I used to draw him a lot because I used to like his books. I used to copy them, so it was fun. So this won't be MCU Iron Man, this will be comic book Iron Man. Another good thing about living in Florida, we don't have to worry about our pipes freezing, even when it gets cold. So that is also good. Hey Grant, how you doing? Just drawing again. Every time I come to your channel, you're drawing something. Why is that? I have no idea. It's so weird. So bizarre.
Thousands of people are going to summer camp, where they awake every morning and go to sleep every night to the strains of the bugle. So the Alamite Brigadiers thought it would be appropriate to play Bugle Call Rag. Okay, boys, let her roll.
How's your Groundhog Day going? I guess it's okay. Groundhog Day isn't really a thing in Florida because we don't really have winter, so we don't pay attention to it. it's it's like 6 more weeks of winter in Florida just means 6 more days of 80+ degree weather. So which is what we have all year round. It means pretty much nothing to us, other than a funny movie starring Bill Murray. So. Every year, I'm always kind of shocked whenever they have news reports about Groundhog's Day, because I'm like, Groundhog's Day? They're doing that again? But I completely forget that even exists. So, but yeah, I like this weather. This weather's great. If this weather stuck around for another 6 weeks, I would love it. It's like, what is it, like 40 degrees right now outside? I love it. Of course, I don't have to deal. It's easy for me to say because I don't have to deal with it every year. So I have the luxury of living in a place where I don't have to worry about shoveling snow or ice or freezing pipes or my car not starting. So it's very easy for me to say that. I know. Everywhere else in the country it kind of stinks. So you definitely have my sympathies. But I do enjoy at least the change of season we're having right now in Florida. So I wish we had that every year. This is actually the first time I'm wearing a sweater all winter. But I know it won't last. It'll be hot again soon enough, so I'm just trying to enjoy it while it's here. How's your Groundhog's Day going?
The records are right in the cabinet.
Well, is it okay with you, sir? Sure, kids. Go ahead. Well, thank you.
Pick something groovy, Alex.
Yay, chili dogs to celebrate. Ouch. Tastes good going in. It's not so great coming out. I've never been big on chili dogs myself. They're kind of, I think because they're too messy for me. I'm kind of like, I don't mind messy foods, but like hot dogs with chili on them is kind of too messy. I'd rather just eat tacos. I'm gonna eat something with chili in them. I'll probably eat tacos instead. Okay, this is gonna be a modified Iron Man because I don't really. I know what his classic armor looks like, but I don't know. I think I've been spoiled by all the MCU movies where I tried drawing him in his classic armor, and it just seems kind of boring. So I'm gonna zhuzh it up a little, make it a little more armory. Lots of armors to choose from. Yeah, I guess that's a good thing. There's no set Iron Man look. Well, there is, but there's no set like Iron Man armor. You changed it. Like most people change their socks and underwear. So, hey, it's Tuesday. I think I'll wear this armor today. I think I'll wear this today.
nothing short of a miracle. It's dramatically new, made possible only through years of research, inventions, and innovation.
Yet when wires are loaded with a lot of conversations that are boosted in strength and travel some distance, something else happens. Let me show you. You see, instead of sounding like this,
Sorry, thinking.
your voice comes out sounding like this.
Trying to figure out how to make his face, his helmet armor look.
Come on. I want you to meet a great new star.
Yes. Oh, that's the best armor. Oh, Alpha Proto, seriously, that's my favorite armor of Iron Man. The one where he has the nose. I should draw him with the nose. Oh my gosh, I love that armor. I've been trying to find all the issues with that armor. There we go. Perfect. Yes, look at that. The metal. See the metal nose. He's giving a thumbs up. There it is. That's it. The nose armor. Classic. Oh, they need to bring it back. Put a nice shadow on there. Look at that. How beautiful that is. It won't sell with the nose. I'll buy it myself. I don't care. If no one buys it, that means I get to keep it. Oh, I'm gonna frame it. Look at that. That's perfect. Thank you, Alpha Proto. That's a perfect idea. Yeah, one day I'm gonna have all those nose armor issues. I think I wrote it down somewhere, so I'll know which ones I'm still missing. I thought that was so cool when they did that back in the 70s. Poor Alpha Proto. Tim Woodsman needs an oil can. He has that in one of his armored packets in his armor, in case he gets rusty. How should his Still trying to figure that out though. How the mouse should connect to the I think like that, and then the mouth connects underneath it, and then like that. Who's Rusty, and why is he out to get him? Well, Rusty is was one of the guys from X Factor back in the late '80s. He had that fire power. He's always catching people on fire by accident. What was his superhero name? I think he joined X-Force at one point. Rusty something. Rusty... Can't remember. I can't remember. burp.
Now, all over the country this month, thousands of people are going to summer camps, where they awake every morning and go to sleep every night to the strains of the bugle. So the Alamite Brigadiers thought it would be appropriate to play Bugle Call Rag. Okay, boys, let her roll.
I was rereading my copy of Secret Comics Presents again recently and sat there appreciating that basement shot you drew. Probably one of my favorite illustrations you've done. Oh, thanks. Which one? Which illustration shot? The opening scene? Where poor Charlie's standing there alone because he had no friends in the middle of that basement. That creepy basement with the talking radio. Secret Comics Presents, if you don't know, is the comic book that I drew, written by Nasser Rabadi about, how long was that 4 years ago, I think? It didn't sell many copies, but it was very well drawn because I drew it. And it was decently written by Nasser. Now, it was actually a pretty good anthology, horror anthology. I've always wanted Nasser to do a sequel to it, but he has not done one to date. One day, who knows? Not to sound crude, but I like the succubus lady's booty. Thank you very much. I'm glad you appreciated it. The establishing shot that shows off the whole basement. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, it was fun to draw because I hadn't drawn a comic book. Well, no, I mean I'd drawn comic books for various companies and stuff, for various corporate advertising stuff. But in terms of like a comic book, I hadn't drawn one since I did that Spawn back in 1994. So I had to like actually Google a lot of like because again I in Florida we don't have basements in Florida, so I didn't really have an idea of what a basement should look like, especially like an old dirty one. So I went on Google and I started looking up pictures of like old scary basements. So I just started like copying, taking notes. This is before they had AI. Before AI could just draw a basement for me, I had to like look it up myself and copy all the weird stuff I saw in there. A lot of cobwebs. Ugh. And old paint cans. So that's what I drew. But no, it was I really enjoyed that project. It gave me a chance to draw some really cool stuff. So thanks, Nasser. I still talk to Nasser, by the way. He's been working out. So before he was like kind of chubby, he was getting fat, and now he's down like at 180. Now he's getting buff, so he can kick sand in the faces of all of his naysayers. he took the Charles Atlas 6-week course. So now you have to watch out. Watch out for Nasser. He's coming for you. He's coming for you. He said that's cool. Good for him. Yeah. No, he said he works out every day. He goes to the gym every day. Works out. He gets very annoyed when people don't put their free weights back on the racks though. It's like, why don't they put their weights back on the racks? I don't know. But no, Nasser's doing well. If you can find a way to have some of the stories from the first comics spin off, that would be cool. Yeah, I agree. I think he mentioned at one point that he had in his mind an idea for a sequel to that Charlie finds a friend story, the one with the basement. He said that he had an idea for the sequel, and but I don't know when what he had planned. I mean, my idea was that Charlie would come back from the grave to get his old man. So I think that would be good. Charlie would come back with his friends from beyond to have a slumber party at his dad's place. I think that'd be good. I'll be right back. I gotta look for some. That's basically bugging me. I gotta find look at least some inspiration to figure out the best way to fix it. So I'm getting this. I'm getting Adi Grainov's Extremis, which is this is the actual suit that they used to inspire the MCU. Classic armor. Let's see. Yeah, kind of. I want to. Because I drew Doctor Doom, and I don't want it to look too much like Doctor Doom. Because Doctor Doom has very specific looking armor. But. I'll play with it. The Metal says, I hate that storyline, but the art was dope. Hey, Bear Tracks. 2993. How you doing? Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. It's good seeing you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying warm. I thought, aren't you supposed to be hibernating? Bear Tracks? Maybe you're just the tracks of the bear. The bear itself is hibernating, but Bear Tracks is still up and about. But, yeah, I liked Extremis. I thought it was an interesting story, and I it was a downer story. A downer story. I guess. I mean, I liked it because it was kind of I shouldn't say realistic because it's an Iron Man comic book, but it was the what happened in the story was, I guess, believable in the context of what was going on in it. I like the fact that Iron Man, was sort of forced to, push beyond what he is usually pushed to do, and I don't know. I thought it was a decent story. Let's see. Is it? That looks weird. And I'm not talking about the nose either. The nose looks awesome. The nose is the best part of this. I'm talking about his mouth and. I keep. No. We're talking about Extremis, the Iron Man story. I did like it. I thought it was a good Iron Man story. I think because it had consequences, there were like lasting consequences to what happened in the story. Him sort of being like the armor being integrated into his actual body and stuff. I thought that was cool. It was yeah. That looks weird. I don't know. I don't want to do this, but it's going to end up looking kind of like Dr. Doom, and I don't like that. I do not like that, Sam I am. All right. Bye-bye, nose. I know I love you too, but you have to go. I'm sorry. Yeah, it doesn't. It looks too. That look does not look good. Now this looks good. These cheeks here with the curving like that looks good. I like that. It's the mouth. For some reason. Even that looks good without the mouth. But there's something about. Let me put his chin in here. That's okay. And then. I will have to live with it. Let's see, how's his neck? Oh my god. Blah 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 blah. Interesting. Yeah, he really swapped up his armor there. I'm just gonna play it by ear. There we go. That's good.
people are going to summer camp, where they awake every morning and go to sleep every night to the strains of the bugle. So the Alamite Brigadiers thought it would be appropriate to
That's
play
pretty good.
Bugle Call Rag.
For Iron Man. That's a good. It's a good basis for a Iron Man drawing. How's that? I know he needs a nose, but other than that, looks good.
The elves were given the ethereal high notes of glam rock. The dwarves were gifted the heavy bass of metal. And the race
All right,
of men
Iron Man
desired
is
above
done.
all else the
Next
capture
up,
of Capal.
Magneto.
But they were all deceived.
Now, if I have time, I'll come back and I'll ink these. But right now, I'm just trying to sketch them so I have something to go from.
And into this composition, he poured his cruelty, his malice, and his will to get down. Down in the dark, beneath the roots of stone, that creature they called Gollum, he was dancing all alone. But then a Mr. Baggins, he came sneaking through the gloom, where he found a golden circle that would seal his fate with doom. They played a game of riddles in the cold and pitchy black, with the creature getting closer for a juicy hobbit snack. But the burglar held a secret that he kept inside his coat, and his question was a weapon pointed at the creature's throat. The ring betrayed its master, it wanted to be free, to find
Beartrack says, good luck on your WhatNot launch tomorrow. Thanks. I'm kind of nervous because I don't I don't know how many people are going to show up, or you know, if anyone's going to be interested. But you know, I'll be there. So if people show up, you know, I'm going to give them a chance to get some cool art, and then you know, either they're interested or they're not. So by the way, I'm still going to be drawing them. So hopefully you guys will show up. If you haven't done so already, please follow me on WhatNot. If you haven't done so already, please follow me here. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
There's nowhere left for you to hide. I see the Hobbit and I see the King. I am the Lord of the
I have a annoying habit of having to draw. Someone wears a helmet, I have to draw their face underneath it to make sure it fits. Although I didn't do it for Iron Man. I probably should have. But for guys like Magneto, I kind of have to, because otherwise it doesn't quite make sense in my head that his head would fit inside of it.
Just one funk to bring them all, and in the disco bind them. The age of men is coming to an end. You have no ally and you have no friends. Surrender your will to the beat of the drum. The time of the orc has finally come. My eyes open and my vision's wide. There's nowhere left for you to hide. I see the hobbit and I see the king. I am the lord of the disco ring. Just one funk to rule them all. Just one funk to find them.
Fairtrax says, I'll see about showing up to support the arts. Well, thank you. We appreciate it.
He had claimed the funk as his desire, then disappeared as Samwise shouted no. Funky Frodo appeared with just 9 fingers. He had lost the ring of doom. Why does he have 9 fingers? Where is the ring of doom? That creature golem held it to the sky. Then in his mania he fell, and he took the magic of the eye back into the pits of hell. The dark tower has fallen. The master track is silenced. The time of the elves is over. But the funk belongs to the age of men.
I mean the kind of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top of the world.
Excuse me. Alright, let me find reference for Magneto. I'm looking in here. Essential X-Men. Ah, here he is. Magneto. Oh, I have this issue. The actual issue. Very good. 104. just trying to see the details for his mask, his helmet, rather.
I mean the kind of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top of the world. And gentlemen, one of the many things that give you that tip-top feeling is the pleasure of being well dressed.
John Byrne did an issue with him. Let's see. I don't know which issue it is though. Oh, wait. Oh, there it is. Found it. All right. Where's Magneto? Okay, here's this man. What? Oh, all right, Pentagon. Oh, here it is. Okie doke. Little eye thing's too high. I would get claustrophobic wearing that thing. I don't know how he does it, but
Samuel Morse invented the telegraph, a way to send code messages over an electric wire. The code was made by using different clicks for each letter of the alphabet. First message sent over 40 miles of wire was, "What has God wrought?" The telegraph was, and still is, wonderful.
little wing things on his. All right. I think I got it. I think I got it. give him a strong nose, but I can't find the...
Here, in a greatly simplified form, we have the 4 elements needed in every timepiece. A source of energy or power.
Magneto's not ugly. Magneto's like pretty much pulling every X-Men woman into his harem over the years. How many X-Men or X-Men adjacent women has Magneto had over the decades? He had Rogue. He had Ms. Marvel. Not Kamala Khan. He had Carol Danvers, the original. He had wasn't he hitting on Storm in an issue? You know, he's one of the OG pimp daddies of of the Marvel universe. Well, he's not trying to kill all the humans. Well, even when he is trying to kill all the humans, women still are magnetically attracted to him. He has an animal magnetism that so I don't know. Yeah, so he's definitely not ugly. So like, you have to make Magneto look attractive in the X-Men movies. Even though he was a shriveled up old man played by Gandalf, you know, he was still charming the pants off of literal pants off of Rebecca Romaine Stamos's Mystique. That's how hot Magneto is considered by the women of the X-Men universe. So you have to give him his props. You have to give him his due. You can't just draw any old face on Magneto. He has to be a handsome lad. That's why I think they made a good choice when they hired Michael Fassbender to play him in X-Men First Class. He looks like someone who could sort of be like the silver-tongued devil of the mutant world, able to charm any woman into doing things they otherwise may not do. Hey baby, you want to help me take over the human race and subjugate them? Sure, Magneto, whatever you say. Hey, let's go. You want to join my brotherhood of evil mutants, Dave? Sounds good to me. Yep, that's Magneto. That's Magneto. All right, let's see. Then Scott basically took his place. Took his place as what? The mutant Lothario? The mutant Don Juan of the X-Men comics? They've always done Cyclops pretty much dirty in the X-Men books, especially over the last 15 years. It's like, I mean, it's cool that they're bringing him back in the I guess it's, what is it called, the Doomsday movie. It comes out next year, or actually the end of this year. But I don't have any hopes that they're gonna give him a big sort of spot in the movie. They'll probably show him, kill him off, and then move on to the rest of the film. kind of stinks, but it's been dead to me since Avengers vs. X-Men. You talking about the original one? Drawn by, who was it drawn by? Was it drawn by Paul Smith? Or was that drawn by what's his name? It's either Paul Smith or it was Alan Davis.
I mean the kind of music men hum
Who drew Avengers vs. X-Men?
And gentlemen, one of the many things that give
Hey, Lady Celtic Moon, how you doing? Good seeing you. Hope you're doing well. Follow me on WhatNot. 2012. Okay, this is a newer version. Okay, I never read that one. I read the original one from like I guess it was the 80s. I think early 90s. Yeah, I never read the second version of Avengers vs. X-Men. Yeah, I mean, I think I saw part of it. I don't like how they have him constantly with a obnoxious chip on his shoulder, especially towards Captain America. They like write him as like being a real jerk. And I don't like that. Cyclops, I mean. I think I read part of it. And I read part of it and it just turned me off because Cyclops' whole attitude, you know, his sort of condescending, almost like racist attitude toward Captain America was like, oh, you can't, you're fine until about defending freedom until it comes to mutants. And I'm just like, what are you talking about, dude? Captain America's never ever said or done anything against mutants, and you're like acting like he's guilty of something. It's just stupid writing. It's just, you know, I don't blame Cyclops. I blame the writers who put those moronic words in his mouth. So yeah. I mean, X-Men has not been last time I bought an X-Men book, I can't even remember, honestly, other than back issues, you know, because every time I see a clip or a sort of a preview of current modern day X-Men books, it just like completely turns me off. It's just unreadable garbage. Yeah. Okay, that's the scene I remember. Yeah, he should have called Cap fascist. It's just garbage writing. I mean, it's not like the characters don't have decades of history interacting with one another, you know, for that sort of portrayal to be idiotic. And it's just these writers who don't have any understanding of these characters or how they would behave in certain situations. It's just terrible writing. Lady Celtic Moon says, yeah, same for me. Ranish Project says, I thought Scott was always a jerk. Oh no! Well, he was just Scott always had like a stick up his butt, but he wasn't a jerk. And when he was a jerk, it was sort of it was intentional in order to get a certain result, you know, certain response out of someone. You know, he wasn't a jerk because he didn't know how to interact with people. He would use his jerkiness as a manipulation tool to get people to do what he wanted them to do. Well, in the comics, he was a jerk. Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't consider Scott a jerk in the comics, other than more recent comics. Like classic Scott was more just sort of like a young fuddy-duddy. It's sort of a I don't know. I don't know how to describe him. He left his wife and child when Gene came back. Yeah, that okay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. He's kind of it's kind of a scumbag behavior. Okay, you got me. His teacher's pet. Yeah, that's true too. Yep. Still better than how they changed. Oh my gosh. Ugh. They destroyed Iceman. They ruined. Oh my gosh. It's like how to destroy a superhero in one panel. That they could write a book on how to ruin a superhero in one panel, which is what they did to Iceman. I'm still convinced that, you know what, what they need to do, whoever takes over Marvel, whichever sane person eventually takes over Marvel and fires all these garbage writers and editors who've destroyed it, first thing they need to do is establish that Jean Grey mentally warped Iceman's mind to convince him that he was gay in that panel, where she's not revealing to Iceman that he's gay. She's telling Iceman that he's gay when she says, "Bobby, you're gay," because she got sick and tired of Bobby peeping on her when she was taking showers and having sort of lewd 15-year-old thoughts whenever she walked in a room. She got sick and tired of it, so she decided, you know what, I'm gonna show him. Alpha Pro says, I thought Cyclops was a stand-up guy until I found out about leaving his family thing. Yeah, they just knew him from the cartoon, so I didn't have a problem with him. Yeah, and even that was, I mean, that was weird behavior from that character, because traditionally he was a stand-up character. He was like the dependable guy who, you know, would not do that sort of thing. But you know, I guess in a situation where like he's like dealing with a woman who's basically a clone of his wife, and he marries that clone. So I don't know. Weird. Crash Prophecy says, I heard that's that's a working theory. Blake Cuffley says, Jean Grey is just weird. I guess he meant weird. The scene does read like she's making him gay. He even denies him. She keeps persisting. Yes, she's constantly trying to brainwash him. Yep, I'm telling you, they need to do that, because they ruined that character. And then as soon as they, you know, he was convinced that he was gay, all of a sudden he starts banging every guy in sight. It's ridiculous. Terrible writing.
Simplified form, we have the 4 elements needed in every timepiece.
Alfaro says, Iceman was Lazy Man for decades, then he started flaming more than a Human Torch. Mox Play 1707, how you doing? Good seeing you. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. Make sure to give this live stream a thumbs up if you would. Everybody, not just Mox Play. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel if you would. I'd appreciate it. And make sure to follow me over on WhatNot, because again, my debut stream is tomorrow, Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I would love for you guys to show up, and I'll be able to try to sell some of these sketch cards I'm doing. I'll show you some of the ones I worked on yesterday. I can get them up. Yeah. I have to open it. They're the ones I did yesterday. If you can see that. Got Doc Doom, Smiley Man, Happy Girl, Fork Man, Spawn, and Naked African Electric Lady. So those are 6 of the many sketch cards I will be auctioning off tomorrow. So please, if you would, follow me on WhatNot. And again, the auction starts tomorrow on WhatNot at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link is in the description and in the top of the chat. So, Lady Celtic Moon says, you know what I'm doing Tuesday? D&D. She is a D&D. I guess it would be Mistress. Dungeon Mistress. I've only been playing D&D, Lady Celtic Moon. Max Play says, fact, I speak Spanish. Oh, cool. Fact, all the Spanish I learned from Sesame Street. So it's not very much. I know abierto, cerrada, peligro. I can count to 10. That's about it. Which is very sad because I live in South Florida and I should probably know Spanish. It would be helpful.
The kind of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top
well, face rip Marvel to say the truth. What does that mean? I don't know. Peabody, hey Peabody. He says, hey my Florida friend Jason, how's the weather? It's great. Yesterday I went to church yesterday and it was 42 degrees at noon. It was fantastic. I loved it. I wish we had more weather like that. Right now it's about 45 at, what time is it? 10, 15 at night, so it's warming up. But I'm hoping we keep cool weather for another week. That'd be good. Max Play says, weird question, how to draw a diaper? I asked why I remember the drawing that tries to put diapers on any character that might look cute. How to draw a diaper? I don't know. Let me see. How would you draw? Scrap paper. What we got? How to draw a diaper for Moxie, for Mox Play. You draw a diaper. Okay, you got the legs. You got the diaper area. The way I would draw a diaper, I'm just going by memory. Like that. And like that. That's how I would draw a diaper. And then maybe tie it off like here and put like the safety pin. Like that. In this corner. That makes sense? Exactly. Metal. Metal has it. Step 1, look up Rugrats. Step 2, draw what you see. P. Mike says, Bear said he got angry yesterday when he saw Florida snow. Oh my gosh, we got 9 people. We only need one more person for me to give away some free art. So one more person has to show up in the chat for me to give away free art. Everybody, share out the stream now if you want some free art. Let's see. The Metal says, Dungeon Mistress sounds kinkier than it should. Does it? Does it sound kinkier than it should? Or does it sound just the right amount? Brimbree says, hi. Hi, Brimbree. Good seeing you. Oh, P. Mike says, cool Magneto. Thank you. I'm trying to make him look cool. My default frame of reference for everything is from old 1940s cartoons. Same as me. P-Money says, I told my wife to join. P-Money wants another free drawing from me. He just got one 2 days ago. But P-Money can't get enough of my free art, so he's trying for another. Lady Celtic says, how do you clear the chat? Well, we just lost someone, so whatever I'm doing is working. We have 8 people now. So I guess we clear the chat by asking for more people to show up. Let's see. Oh, you've been gaming. Okay, cool. You've been gaming over 30 years. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I played Dungeons and Dragons for maybe a couple of years when I was a kid, and I kind of got bored with it because it's not really a, I guess it's not really a visual game. It's like it's all kind of imagination, and that kind of bored me, I think. And then, like, you know, some of my friends wanted to like start acting it out, like, you know, like going outside and like sort of acting out the I guess missions that we were doing, and I was just like, that just sounded weird. It was like I'm not running around a neighborhood pretending to be like a mage or some sort of, you know, fighter or warrior or whatever, you know, to play dungeon. It's like, you know, either we play or we find something else to do, you know. It's like I'm not going outside. So that's when I stopped. I think I don't know. I thought that was the right age for me. It's like I was probably 13 years old, and I was about to go into high school. I was like, I'm getting a little too old to be doing this, at least in public. So so I stopped. I still watch the cartoon though. I like that Dungeons and Dragons cartoon. Holy baloney, says, did I scare them off? Not yet. We're back to 9 again. CP Mike says, while she joins, it's still going down. Yeah, LARPing. Yeah. I was talking about LARPing. I'm not a LARPer. I find it weird, especially with adults. I'm just like, what the heck? I don't understand it. I mean, even like the like a few years ago, well, I guess it's more than a few, probably like 10 years ago, the whole Pokemon thing started, the Pokemon Go, that it was like an app where you can go outside and find Pokemon in your neighborhood. And I had friends, adult friends, who would do that. They'd like walk around with their cell phone, like, and you know, through the cell phone, it would show, the camera would show, you know, the world around them, the normal world, but it would superimpose Pokemon, and then you would collect them. And my friends would like go around to like the mall, and I'm just like, what the? You're 35 years old. What are you doing? I didn't understand. I just think it's, for me, it's weird. But you know, a lot of people enjoy doing it. So. Yeah. Guess you gotta catch them all, so. Afro says the recent D&D movie should have been an adaptation of the 1980s cartoon. Actually, they had the characters from the 80s cartoon in that movie. That whole scene where they're fighting in the maze, and then you had some other players in there with them. Those were the characters from the cartoon. I thought that was so good. I mean, I was surprised how much I liked that movie. It was actually better, quite a bit better than I thought it would be. I was quite happy with it. So, Pro says, "I've not seen the recent D&D movie. You should watch it. You should check it out. It's not bad." Branch Crosby says, "Yeah, I still play every weekend, but never touched LARPing in over 30 years." He says, "I tried the Pokemon app, Gave it up when I realized it was measuring distance in kilometers. I wasn't walking as much as I thought I was. It made me mad. Stupid kilometers. I blame P Money. P Money and his Canadian influence. Thanks, P Money. Yes, P Money. Yes, the 1980s cartoon was about people from the real world going to the D&D world. Alpha Proto says the last D&D film I saw, co-star it was garbage. Marlon Wayans, what was his name? His name was Fish or Snails. Marlon Wayans plays Snails in that garbage D&D movie. I hated it. I swear, when Marlon Wayans died in that movie, spoilers, everyone in the theater clapped. That's how much everyone hated his character. Terrible movie. Branch Croucher said blame Canada. They probably deserve it anyway. That's true. I do. Whenever if I stub my toe, I say, dang it, Canada. I blame Canada. You know? But yeah, it starred Justin, the guy who played Jimmy Olsen in Lois and Clark. I can't remember his last name. Justin Whaler? Is that his name? Justin Whaler, I think. And the villain was, Jeremy Irons, I think. It came out in like 1999 or something. Terrible movie. I was actually a little shocked they decided to make a second Dungeons and Dragons film. I guess they assumed enough time had gone by that most people had memory hold the first movie out of disgust. A disgust and shame.
I mean the kind of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top of the world.
Alpha Proto says, Hasbro, we were so close to getting 10 people watching, and now we're back down to 6. Oh well. I got excited for a second. I shouldn't have said anything. Hasbro has bought D&D, so they wanted to see if they can make money as a film. Okay. Are they gonna make another one? Because I thought that latest film was pretty successful. Are they? I don't know. It would be cool if they did.
I mean the kind of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top of the world. And gentlemen, one of the many things that give you that tip-top feeling is the pleasure of being well-dressed.
I insulted LARPing and people left. I knew I should keep my mouth shut. I knew it. It's like, Jason, don't tell them how you really feel about LARPing. Just keep it to yourself. Just don't ruin things, Jason. Don't ruin it. It's like I have to. People have to know. They have to know. It's like, no, they don't. Just keep it to yourself. I knew I should have listened to my inner voice. Dang it. Stupid Canada. It's all Canada's fault. Okay, I think I got to a point where I can erase the face underneath the helmet. I used to LARP when I was in high school. Oh, cool. What were you LARPing as? What game? A little in college too, I guess. Cool. Hey, Amy, how you doing? Oh, Paladin. Oh, cool, very cool. How you doing, Amy? Good seeing you. Hope you're doing well.
That's a telegraph message.
Trying to get Magneto sketched up. I did, where is it? I did Iron Man already.
Over an electric wire.
Oh,
The code was made by using different clicks
it's Iron Man.
each letter of the alphabet.
So,
First message sent over 40 miles of wire was
trying to get Magneto. Magneto.
telegraph was and still is wonderful.
Mel says, I ran a local game, none of the large organizations. I don't, I'm not, again, I haven't played since I was 13, so I don't know. When I hear people playing D&D, I just think, I only think local games, so I don't, how would it be a large organization? You mean like at a comic book store with like 30 people playing or something? The only way I've played is like with groups of friends of like, 4 or 5 people. Grant Crosby says, I don't care for online play myself. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of people who, I think Chester Busby is really into playing D&D. I mean, a lot of people who just grew up loving that game and like just carry that love into adulthood, which is cool. It's good. And probably like me in comics. I don't read that many modern comics. I love comic books in general, and I still buy them. LAPR and TTRPG are very different, even though... Okay. Tabletop role-playing games and, I guess, LARPing are very different, even though they both involve dressing up sometimes. Did I get it right? I'm not sure what LLPR are. And I didn't know that you really dressed up for tabletop games. Well, maybe you do. You don't often dress up for tabletop, but sometimes people do. Okay, got it. Live action role play. Okay, thanks. Is when you go out into the woods, beat each other's swords, and throw fireballs at each other. Okay, got it. Yeah, that's what I could never get into as a kid. It was too odd to me. It was like, Grant says, there's Marvel and DC and other hero systems for tabletop. I've never heard of dressing up for tabletop. I mean, I think I've seen it in like at like cons. If you go to conventions, they have those big sort of tabletop tournaments. And I mean, I assumed it was because they were at a con and they were just dressed up in general. I didn't know it was specifically for the tabletop game. So. Amy says, yeah, the tabletop role-playing are more pizza and dice than costumes and swords. That's why I like tabletop games better, because it's pizza and dice. That's more my speed. Pizza and dice. Emphasis on the pizza. I miss pizza. I need to get some, but it's not good for me. I need to get some. You know what's shocking? Some of the best pizza I've had recently has been like Costco pizza. If you ever go to Costco, get their pizza. It's you can get like an 18-inch large pizza for $10 at Costco. And the first time I got it, I was like, ugh, it's gonna taste like garbage. But it's $10. You know, it's $10 pizza, so I wasn't expecting anything. I ate it and I was just like, holy mackerel! This is some of the best pizza I've had. I was shocked. Meadow says, now tabletop I still do from time to time. I don't D&D much anymore, but I'm down for most. I sometimes wear a hooded cloak when I dungeon master a fantasy dungeon crawl like D&D just to get everyone more. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, wear a spooky hood as a dungeon master. That's neat.
Simplified form, we have the 4 elements needed in every timepiece.
I mean the kind of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top of the world.
Okay, that's good. Let's see. What I want to do is show like rings of energy coming out from his hand. Burp, burp. I'll probably mess this up, but it wouldn't be the first time. It wouldn't be the first time I've messed up something. Anyway, that's the idea. Like concentric circles of force, energy, blah blah blah. Magnetic pulses emanating from his hands. There we go. There we go. This Magneto sketch. Burp, number 2. Burp, burp. Can you see it? Burp, 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 burp. There we go. Magneto. One more. Catwoman. Kitty Lady.
I mean the kind of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top of the
Take
world. And
a short
one of the many
lemonade
things
break.
that give you that tip-top feeling is the pleasure of being well dressed.
There's something interesting to look at when I watch a break. It's 10. Whoa. It's 10:35. Okay. What time did I start? I started at 9, right?
When they feel on
Thanks.
top of the world.
Okay. I got those two. I do Catwoman. Cat Lady. All right, Catwoman.
That's a telegraph message.
Yes. About 125 years ago, Samuel Morse invented the telegraph, a way to send code messages over an electric wire. The code was made by using different clicks for each letter of the alphabet. First message sent over 40 miles of wire was, "What has God wrought?" The telegraph was, and still is, wonderful.
Huh. Francis tried something similar once. Played a dwarf, so got a short chair where I could barely see over the table. Verbally abused everyone and got plastered. For some reason, my efforts were unappreciated. Oh, you related to Samuel Morse? Cool. That's neat. You get free telegraphs. Lifetime telegraphs? Something cool like that? Metal says, I do not, but I will inherit several acres of land and, oh, wow, cool. West Virginia one day because of it. That is fantastic. I think that's the dream of every red-blooded American, to one day inherit several acres of land somewhere. That'd be awesome. Build a bunker on it. That'd be so cool. Build a bunker, but the bunker's like the only part of the bunker you see is the little shed that's above ground that serves as an elevator to get to the bunker. That would be awesome. Yes. Perfect. I need to look up, see if I have any famous relatives with acres of land they want to give to me. That'd be cool. Have my own bat cave. Brandon Crouchy says, I love West Virginia. I think I've been there once, but as a kid. We stopped there during a trip to Florida from New York. It was fun. Where we go? We went someplace where people were dressed up as sort of like, you know, was it Williamsburg? Is that West Virginia? I can't remember. Someplace where people were dressed up as sort of like colonial people. It was a lot of fun. I'm gonna have to wrestle it back though. Oh, the narration before decided to leave out the collective land. Lease out the collective land for mineral rights, so I can't use it as long as there's still stuff to drill unless I fight. Well, wouldn't that... I mean, I don't know. Wouldn't that be your stuff? Wouldn't that be your mineral rights once it... I don't know. I don't know. I hope it works out for you. 'Cause that, yeah, that's kind of cool.
Simplified form, we have the 4 elements needed in every timepiece.
I'm gonna have to look at reference again because I don't I don't remember how. I mean, I know what Catwoman looks like generally, but I mean she changes her costume so often that it's like I want the I guess the Jim Lee costume she's wearing. So I know it's like goggles. Goggles.
I mean the kind of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top of the world.
It's complicated, yeah. No, it sounds complicated. Maybe I'm better off not having land. I mean, I have my home. That's it. So. Remember, we sold my dad's home in Jamaica. Their second home. Because my dad inherited land from his mom when she passed away, and then he built a second home there. And then when he passed away, we just ended up selling it because it was just too much of a headache to have to upkeep it and everything, because we're rarely down there. You know, we'd go down, my dad, but he would go down like every few months, you know, that to maintain the place, because, you know, 'cause that's where he grew up, and you know, the rest of us, we didn't have the connection he did, so it was just more of a headache than anything else. I mean, it was a great place, but it's just was not worth it. So ultimately,
The kind of music
we're better off just letting it go.
They feel on top of the world. And gentlemen, one of the many things that give you that tip-top feeling is the pleasure of being well dressed.
I think that's what it looks like, isn't it? That's where. And then the ears are separate. Okay. Pretty sure the ears are separate.
When they feel on top of the world.
I want to say this is not coming out half bad, but I'm afraid I'm going to jinx it. So I will say this is coming along.
That's a telegraph message.
Yes. About 125 years ago, Samuel
Notice this. I always like it when Catwoman has more pronounced ears on her costume as opposed to the tiny nubs she has sometimes. I'm trying to think when she had tiny. I think she had tiny nubs like in the 80s, didn't she? And then didn't. When you say nubs, so like sort of rounded off. Yeah, I don't like the rounded off ears. I like they should be short because she's not Batwoman, you know. But they should not be like rounded off like little, almost like little bear ears, you know. They should be cat ears. Cat ears are pointy and prominent, so somewhat. lower my seat a little. No, so it's not necessarily rounded. They pulled this from 80s comics, but I like how tiny they were in Batman, the animated series. There's two little spikes coming out of her head. Oh, okay, you mean the second? You mean the second design for her, where she's all black with a white face? That's kind of a weird design. I know Kevin Nolan redesigned the characters for Batman the Animated Series at some point, but I'm not sure if that was his design or not. Wasn't crazy about it. I like the first original design of the characters from Batman the Animated Series, and I like the last design where Batman was like almost like a hulking figure, very husky, very like almost like Bane in a sense. I like that. I like that that design. And then yeah, that was. I mean, the whole show was just really well done. Let's see.
Here, in a greatly simplified form, we have the four elements needed in every timepiece. A source of energy or power, a means of transmitting power, a dial to record the flow of power, and a way to control the power.
The way you're drawing them now are big enough for sure. Okay, good. I don't think I have room to draw them any bigger, especially this that left ear is close to the edge. I'm like, I'm not. I don't know how much big I'm gonna be able to get them ears. Ethereal Dragon's here. How you doing, Ethereal Dragon? Good seeing you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're following me on WhatNot, because I'm gonna start my debut stream there on tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please follow me there. I'm still going to be live streaming here on YouTube, but WhatNot will be specifically to sell my art, not just showing my art. So there are similar functions, but there'll be some cross wins. Now, what I want to do. Most of this I want.
Here, in a greatly simplified form, we have the four elements needed in every timepiece.
What's this? I want shadow. Go up or down? I think down.
kind of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top of the world. I mean the kind of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top of the world. And gentlemen, one of the many things that give you that tip-top feeling is the pleasure of being well-dressed. When they feel on top of the world.
That's a telegraph message.
Yes. About 125 years ago, Samuel Morse invented the telegraph, a way to send code messages over an electric wire. The code was made by using different clicks for each letter of the alphabet. First message sent over 40 miles of wire was, "What has God wrought?" The telegraph was, and still is, wonderful.
Messed up. Messed up. The shading. Let's see. That.
The code was made by using different clicks for each letter of the alphabet.
Amy says, "Nice Catwoman." Thanks. I'm trying not to mess it up because you probably already know. I struggle sometimes with women not making them look like muscular men with sort of chesticles. So I'm trying to tone her musculature down and still have her look feminine. It's coming along pretty well. It's better than I was afraid I'd do. So I'm just kind of sad, but I need a lot of practice. I need to draw more women, Amy.
Here, in a greatly simplified form, we have the four elements needed in every timepiece. A source of energy or power, a means of
I'm also trying to work on my shading because that's something else that I kind of struggle with. I tend to just draw contours, just draw lines, like outlines of characters, and not focusing on the shadows, making them look three-dimensional through shadows. So I'm trying to improve that too. I think you draw enough women, Mr. Robinson. I don't think I do, actually. You can never draw enough women. Alpha Proto. I highly recommend drawing all the women you can in life. When you think you've drawn enough women, draw more women. No artist has ever died and on his deathbed said, "I drew too many women." No, it doesn't happen. Some may say, "I wish I had drawn more women," but you never find an artist who dies saying, "I wish I hadn't drawn as many women as I drew." I'm a one-woman guy. That's good, but that has nothing to do with drawing women.
Simplified form, we have the four elements needed in every timepiece.
Is it really? How happy? Oh, okay. Ah, yes. Okay, gotcha. I'm like trying to understand what she's replying to. She's replying to Alfred Proto's wish of happy Groundhog's Day to her. Yeah, exactly. I was mentioning earlier, Amy, that living in Florida, it's like we don't really think about Groundhog's Day because, 6 more weeks of winter for us is just 6 more weeks of 75 to 85 degree weather. So it's not. It doesn't really strike us the way it does up in Pennsylvania or the north. It doesn't quite have the same oomph down here as it does elsewhere in the country.
I mean the kind of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top of the world. I mean the kind of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top of the world. And gentlemen, one of the many things that give you that tip-top feeling is the pleasure of being well-dressed.
Oh, iguanas are as close as they get to a groundhog? Yeah, pretty much. You see any conked out iguanas this morning or this weekend, Amy? I have not, although I've seen on the news that they've been around.
That's a telegraph message.
Yes. About 125 years ago, Samuel Morse invented the telegraph, a way to send code messages over an electric wire. The code was made by using different clicks for each letter of the alphabet. First message sent over 40 miles of wire was, "What has God wrought?" The telegraph was, and still is, wonderful.
I always have to count the fingers. Yes, that's...
The code was made by using different clicks for each letter of the alphabet. First message sent over
I
40
think
miles
that's...
of wire was,
I think that's pretty good.
"What hath God wrought?"
Hmm.
Telegraph was, and still is, wonderful.
Here, in a greatly simplified form, we have the four elements needed in every timepiece. A source of energy or power, a means of transmitting power, a dial to record the flow of power, and a way to control the power.
Okay, I think that's it. I think I got it. Look right there. There we go. Looks pretty good. So I got Catwoman. I got Iron Man. I got Magneto. So these three I will ink up and then add to on WhatNot. So if you guys are interested in any of these or just want to hang out and keep me company while I flounder around for about an hour or so, please join me on WhatNot tomorrow, Tuesday, February 3rd at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and yeah, come join me on my first WhatNot auction live stream. I think what else. Oh yeah, the link to my WhatNot page is in the description down below, and also in the top of the chat. Just click that, and then hit the follow button once you get there, and then oh, you may want to. Is there like an alert? I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, I'm gonna be live streaming tomorrow at 7 p.m. So come hang out. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's the end of the live stream today. What time is it? It's 11:20. I think I started at 9, so that's good enough. You guys are probably sick of me, so I'm sick of me. I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna work on inking these, try to clean them up a little, and yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow on WhatNot. Okay? Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for 6 people are still here. That's awesome. That's so cool to me. That 6 of you at least have spent so much time just sort of keep me company. So thank you for supporting my art and this YouTube channel. And if you haven't done so already, please hit the like button. Give the live stream a thumbs up, okay? Grant, you have a good night. You take care. Amy, you too. Alpha Proto, you take care as well. The Metal, and everyone else who is still here. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Okay? Bye.